Hey everybody, Dr. David Kalowski here from Inside Health, and coming to you today on location deep in the Colorado mountains. We are here doing a quick sort of business trip. We are going to a dinner tonight hosted by one of our vendors. It's the Dry Farm Wines Company, and we're excited to meet all of them and for them to be able to meet us as well. We've been using their wines, recommending their healthy wines for quite a while, and loving them ourselves as well. So today, I wanted to give you a quick recap on how things are going with the Empowered Health Foundations class that we're doing right now. This is a 6-week live coaching session that we're doing, and it's been great so far. Um, we're halfway through. We're going into the 4th week, and so far we've covered the topics of the why. Like, what is the main reason why we need to learn this information in the first place? And basically, I broke down people's understanding and beliefs about our current healthcare system, why it's in such shambles, why it can't be trusted, and where we need to really put our understanding and our faith, and really get to the point where we can be free from relying the over reliance on Western medicine and medications, and just defaulting to these extreme options, waiting for things to become a crisis and then taking action finally, compared to these sensible and realistic ideas that can put you in charge of your own health, and why we need to do that, why we need to take ownership of our own health, and really how easy that can be. This is something that we have seen in our own lives over now 14 years of clinical practice, but also through our own health struggles and our health journeys, putting these ideas, these principles, these plans and procedures into place in our own life, but also having the benefit of a clinical practice where we see a wide range of patients with all different kinds of abilities and symptoms and issues and other problems. And so, again, we default to the understanding that our bodies are smart, our bodies are powerful, our bodies are capable of healing, and if we simply apply the right principles to allow greater expression of health, greater expression of life in their bodies, then they get that as a result. And so that's basically the breakdown of the first week that we got into this, just understanding the why we need to know this information, and why we need to apply it in our own lives to have ownership over our own health and the direction our health is going, and to know that it's possible, right? So the second week and third week, we dove into food. It was broken into 2 parts because it's just such a big topic, very misunderstood. And that's something that is really our bread and butter, so to speak, more butter than bread. But we broke into the food ideas of like understanding not only how our bodies process food, what kind of ratios and macronutrients that we need in order to be healthy, but then also why our food system is so broken and corrupted, and really what we need to do on our part to make sure that everything we're putting into our bodies on a daily basis is assisting in the process of keeping us healthy, instead of just leading to a future catastrophe like much of our food system is designed to do. So that was the weeks 2 and 3. We're going into week 4 here this week, and this week's going to be all about exercise. I'm really excited about this one because it's hard to give very specific advice on exercise because everybody has their own needs, their own goals, their own abilities. And so I'm giving the kind of the big idea behind exercise and what how that affects our bodies, the kind of the basic principles behind different types of exercise. And since I know that the majority of people who want to know anything about exercise are doing so because they want to burn fat and tone up their bodies, we're going to focus a good deal on that as well. But I'll be honest, I'm going through the information right now, and there's just so much. I think it's going to definitely become a whole separate course, a spinoff of how to just maximize that fat burn potential, because there's so much information out there, but there's also a lot of confusion and a lot of there's a lot of desire, a lot of demand for that information. And people just need to get the reality, the facts on how our bodies function in that capacity. So then after this week, we're going to move into a topic of supplements, and really talking about why supplements are such also a misunderstood topic, why most of them on the market today are complete junk, what you need to look for instead, and also why it's so important that we take different supplements, and not only just the vitamin mineral kind of supplements, but also the binders and detoxifiers that are more and more in need here in our current world. In fact, we're seeing in our clinic that there is just more need for the detoxification and the purging of bacteria, parasites, viruses, fungi, just anything that are all these robbers of our health, and really how that comes into play. And then finally, in the last week, we're going to do what I call a lifestyle roundup. So this whole course is really all about the lifestyle tips and advice that we've been giving people over our 14 years of practice. And in this one, we're kind of just giving the recap of all the extra things that we've ever seen have great clinical success in the patients who were those kind of tricky ones who didn't respond really well to everything else that we did, that most 80-90% of people respond perfectly well to. But there are definitely a handful of people that they need an extra bump. They need something extra to kind of get them over that plateau, because they have something deeper blocking their lymphatics, blocking their digestion, blocking their nutrient absorption. There's just a lot of those kind of ideas. But we're going to wrap all that up with all the extra lifestyle tips, tricks, and realities that can really maximize your health and get you back on track. So with those 6 weeks, it's been powerful. It's been a great interaction with people as well. And we're looking forward to doing this again and launching it very soon. So if you're catching this, go to academy.insidehealth.com. And on there, you'll see a link for our Empowered Health Foundations course. And you can check out, or at least sign up with your email to be notified when we're going to drop our next offering for this course. It'll probably be sometime later in the fall or in early winter, but we're excited to do it again. It's going to be bigger, better. We have so much value packed into these courses already, where we have tons of extra video modules, tons of handouts, book recommendations, movie recommendations, podcasts, magazines, like all the different things that we have ever put our faith into, that we've ever recommended to our patients and seen clinical results with. That's got to be the main thing. We wouldn't do it if we didn't see results. We wouldn't do it if it wasn't easy. We wouldn't do it if we couldn't do it in our own lives. So these are all the things that we know from our experience, from our clinical certainty, that are moving the needle for people in terms of their health and their quality of life, their enjoyment of life. And so again, go to academy.insidehealth.com and check out the link there. I know it's kind of a long description. I'll clean that up here in a bit, but just click on that and you can just put your email and name in there and be notified of when our next course is going to be dropped. And we're excited to have you on board if you are with that. Along with that, also, you'll notice that there is an offering for a purification protocol of sorts that goes along with the course. It's a 30-day kind of shortened detoxification program. But in this course, we want you to be active. We want you to actually do something that you're going to see results with. So not only are you hearing the information, but I have homework for you. There's activities to do. And I want you to start implementing some of these things ASAP. And by the time you're done, just doing some of the minor recommendations that I give you in the class should produce some results. But doing this purification or protocol, detoxification protocol as well, should also make some exciting improvements. And so to measure that, at the start of the course, we do a detailed symptom survey with over 200 questions. It's what we use in our clinic for our clients as well. And with that, we get a great idea of the overall nature of your health at this current point. And then we do another one of those surveys at the very end. And hopefully, if you've done the homework and you've done some implementation of the different things, then you're going to see some results. And we just want you to take that win and keep moving in the right direction along with everything else we teach you. We kind of open up the fire hose and make you drink from it during this course, but you have access to it for a full 12 weeks, not just the 6 weeks that it runs, but a full 12 weeks to harvest everything you can from that course and really put it into play. So just wanted to give you all the heads up on that. So I'll drop that link here in the comments as soon as I'm done, but looking forward to having you all on board for that in the very near future. So enjoy talking to you guys and have a